Hey there, diggers. You're with David. I just got a 1234 signal. I'm hunting with my dad, and in the hole I got a 1902 Indian head penny, and I've got to be over 10 wheats, and my dad said he's got 4, so we're having plenty of luck for the coppers out in this park, but we're hoping to pull out a couple old silvers too. Get back with you. Hey there, diggers. You're back with David. Nothing turned out on that silver signal that I was just trying to dig. My dad and I have no idea what happened, but it was all over the place and then all of a sudden went away. But just got 1035 signal, and there's an 1897 Indian. Get back with you if there's anything else.
Well, I was just telling my son after he was getting all the goodies here, I got a 1337, 1338, telling me 6-7 inches deep, and I'm like, is this going to be a deep zinkin, or is it going to be a quirky, maybe bent up wheat, or what's it going to be? Well, it turned out to be an 1898. Let's see if that'll focus in. 1898 Indian head penny. So I'm on the board now with an Indian myself. He's still kicking my butt today though. He's got 2 Indians and at least 10 wheats, and I've got, I think, 4 or 5 wheats and now the 1 Indian. Still getting plenty of coppers. We just need the silvers now. Come on, silver. Alright, take care everybody. 135, 136 he tells me. It's a couple feet away from where he got that last Indian head penny, so we'll watch this and try another attempt at a live dig.
I'm calling wheat or Indian. One of the two.
Wheat or Indian, he says.
And if it is a wheat, it'll be an older one. A little piece of foil down here. It's further down, but we'll check. Further down. Very powdery.
Ground's pretty hard. Breaks up in chunks and then turns to powder.
Oh, it's gonna be a nail. Almost guarantee it. Yep, look at that. 8 inches deep.
Tiny little nail.
Tiny little nail.
Oh well.
I should stop calling my digs. It always jinxes them.
Oh, this one's gonna be an Indian, I think, or a nail. Alright, back with you later.
Look at that.
Look at that, he says. We were just going to stop for a bit of water. And
so Washington.
Ooh, Silver Washington.
That's kind of a bummer, actually.
Why?
Considering we got the Indians and the old wheats, I was kind of thinking, ooh, Standing Liberty or Barber. Come on. But I love it. Silver quarter. We'll take it.
What year?
I don't know.
Just found a silver quarter.
A silver quarter?
Yep.
A real, what year is it, do you know?
I'll be on the front.
Alright everybody, been going along after we took a little break for some water after Dave got that silver quarter, and apparently that must have cooled us off, because ever since Dave's only gotten like 3 clad nickels and no high signals at all. I have a quarter, a dime, a penny of clad and 1 more wheat penny. And now I got a signal that was sounding like it could be a deep nickel, and I do see a deep nickel down there. And hey, a buffalo. Can't tell the date on that. Is that a 35 or 36 or 38? My eyes are no good, but you could probably see it pretty well. That's good. I'll take that. Not silver, but still a good oldie. Alright, take care everybody.
It's just slightly bigger.
Well, back at the truck after the hunt, do a quick wrap up here. Dave did a little, I shouldn't say a little, a lot better than I did, but there's my clad. 3/4, 2 nickels, 3 dimes, and 5 pennies. Got a cool old Ford key and a copper ring. I got a Boy Scout pin here, Cub Scouts. And then I got the buffalo nickel, the Indian head, and 7 wheats. Ranging, my oldest was 1919, I believe. And Dave, his little pile of clad here, he did better on the clad than I did. He got a nice little thimble. He got a silver Rosie,
51 plain.
51 plain. Boy, this thing is having a tough time. There it goes. 51 plain and a 53D silver Washington. A 58D Jefferson. A cool old token that we're going to have to clean up and see what all it says on there on the front. The front's not readable at all right now. And then 2 Indians and 10 wheats. So a really good hunt all around. His Indians are 1897 and 1902, and the one Indian that I got was in 1898, and the buffalo is in 1936. So thanks for watching everybody. Happy hunting. Well, Digger's back at home with all the finds cleaned up, and I'm first going to show you my son's finds for the day. You got a cool old thimble, and we'll see if that'll focus in any. Here, maybe a little bit. There we go. Looks like an aluminum thimble. And you got a couple of silvers for the day, a 1953D silver Washington quarter and a 1951 plain silver Roosevelt dime. You got one older Jefferson nickel, a 1958D. Then moving on to the pennies, you got an 1897 in pretty decent shape on the Indian heads, and a 1902. A little bit more worn, and it's got a little nick in the rim there. Then on to the wheat pennies. You got 10 wheat pennies, 2 1910 plains, and then a 1916, 1917 plain, 1919S, and a 1924 plain. And then these, for whatever reason, didn't come out as clearly. 1942D, 2 1944Ds, and a 1951D. And his find of the day is this sweet token that says Child's Die Sinker and Engraver, 117.5 Randolph Street, Chicago. And that's what we could see in the field, at the other side being totally crusty. And after cleaning it in the peroxide bath, you can see Child's Manufacturer, Chicago, 1861. So a really cool token, a Civil War age token. So congratulations to my son Dave on that. For his clad, we didn't get all that much clad. He ended up with 3/4, 3 dimes, 3 nickels, and 5 pennies, so $1.25. And as I go around the corner of the table here, I'll show you my clad, which is almost identical. 3/4, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 5 pennies. So I was just a nickel short of being exactly the same quantity and count of each type of clad coin. My goodies for the day include a copper ring. It's got a little bit of a design to it. A 1936 plain buffalo nickel. A cool old Ford key, and I don't know if that's going to show up. It's got an old car on one side, and then on the other, you can probably see Ford there. Pretty old key. And then I got this Bobcat Cub Scout BSA pin. I got one Indian head penny in 1898, and I ended up with 7 wheat pennies. 2 1919 plains, and a 1925 plain, and then a 1940D, which turned out to be in really great shape. 44D, another 44D, and a 45 plain. So I didn't end up with any silver. My name is Always Seeking Silver. Apparently I'm just seeking it, and my son is finding it over there. Anyway, pretty cool with the old token, and glad to have you along for the ride. We'll talk to you later. Happy hunting, everybody.